What's up guys, Black Holes here and welcome back to Golden TJ, our Pro Cycling Manager 2020 mini-series where we went back to 2014 and we try to give Tejay van Garderen his yellow jersey of the Tour de France. I mean, for now, it's not looking too badly after the first episode that you can go ahead and watch back on the channel if you've missed it. But yeah, today's episode we'll have, once again, 5 stages, starting with one between Arras and Reims. It's extremely flat today. 191 kilometers. We'll try and defend the green jersey. Actually, we can't defend it because we lost it, but we'll try and get the jersey once again back on the shoulders of Greg van Avermaet. We'll see if the wind has anything to say in this stage, but if not, it will be a mass sprint in the streets of Reims. And one way for this stage, Greg has a 0 today. Not the greatest of the days, but not the worst. He's had like -3s and -4 in the first episode, so I'm not going to complain about a 0 that puts him on probably 76. Yeah, indeed, 76 in sprint for our Belgian leader. But yeah, if you've missed the previous episode, do go ahead and check it out. We did get at least one win, so that was obviously the main thing. TJ is in the main mix for the GC as well, so I can't really complain, can I? Right, we've tried to go for the IS, but yeah, I'm just so slow compared to the others. I'm wondering if I ever got any point. I don't even think I did, if I'm being realistic here. I did. I got 3 points with Greg van Avermaet. Wind played absolutely no part in this stage between Arras and Reims, and we are now readying ourselves for the final sprint here, or actually for the sprint in the final of the stage. We will see how Greg can perform next to the likes of André Greipel and the current green jersey, Mark Cavendish here, repping the green colours for Omega Pharma Quickstep. We've got Cher, Burgard, Velits, Us, and Van Avermaet on train duty. I'm not going to put TJ in the group. No, it's fine. TJ can try to rest. I don't want to use too much of energy before the main deadlines of this Tour de France, because this stage really isn't one I care about for the GC. But yeah, Michael Cher with Burgard in the wheel. We'll see how that goes. We can probably use Marcus Burgard from this point onwards. Okay, there we go, perfect. Cher dropped, great. Perfecto. Perfect. 99 for Marcus Burgard. We're going to start the sprint. Velits in the wheel. Oh, it's not too far down. Come on. Right-hander, then a left-hander. We're going to start Danielos right now because I don't want to get blocked because I've launched too late or too early. Samuel Dumoulin is launching early. This is an absolute shit show. And Arnaud Démare wins in Reims ahead of Sagan, Dumoulin, Kittel, Greipel, and Van Avermaet in 6th place. Okay. I didn't expect that, but I think Arnaud Démare is the new green jersey of the Tour de France. And we're on the way for this stage number 7 and of the first week in this this Tour de France. And it is an odd one. It is an odd one. It's considered a sprint stage, but there are some hills throughout the final 15 kilometers with the Côte de Marron, which will be worth 1 point. But some attacks might be possible, or if not, Van Avermaet clearly could play his card compared to the likes of Kittel or Mark Cavendish. IS coming up. We'll see if we can get the points with, once again, Greg van Avermaet. There is a lot of wind in this stage, up to 30 kilometers. Well, I don't know what the unit is on PCM. I know in real life it would be kilometers, or kilometer per hour, sorry. Oh, I've launched way too early. Oh, I'm going to get absolutely rascalated. Yeah. 3rd? 4th? 4th. The 9th place overall. What does that mean for Mark Cavendish and his green jersey? He's 4 points beyond Arnaud Démare. But yeah, as I said, there is a lot of wind, and that wind will be side wind for the last 40-50 kilometers. So some things could potentially be played in well, way before the final climb. And we're trying to make some echelons with the crosswinds here. We'll see how it works. For now, it's not great, but the peloton is being stretched as we speak, and with some elevation and some hills coming in the upcoming kilometers. I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see any sort of change in the peloton. At least we'll try and make this stage maybe a bit more interesting than just a plain mass sprint. So yeah, Van Garderen and TJ, they're the same person. Van Avermaet and TJ are at the back of the train, not working. Obviously, Marcel Kittel, Mark Cavendish already in our wheels, so clearly that shows that they are, the sprinters are quite cautious, but mainly quite scared of what BMC can do today. Alright, the climb was quite hard on basically our entire team. So, right, no echelons for us today. We'll just let them rest for a bit. And I guess TJ and Greg will be our two main riders for the finish. Here we have this little hill right there. But I don't think there's anything we can do. Is that an attack by Kwiatkowski? Interesting. I'm gonna follow it. Let's follow Kwiatkowski with Tejay van Garderen. Where's Greg? Greg, follow Demar. Okay. Do you mind relaying me, Mr. Kwiatkowski? Or not? Dumoulin tries to jump in our wheel. Understandable. 5k to go. We've dropped the yellow jersey. And they're not relaying me. Okay, very well. Greg, take the wheel of Mr. Van Garderen. Attack once again. Kwiatkowski. Ooh, that's a really odd tactic from Ducon and Quickstep. Knowing that they've got Mark Cavendish, but I guess they believe in the strength of the Polish champion, former world champion. We'll see how that works out for Ducon. For now, it seems to be working because he does have a 30-second lead. And Michal Kwiatkowski is going to win in the streets of Nancy. It's going to be a 1-2 actually for Ducon. Sorry, for Omega Pharma Quickstep. As Mark Cavendish comes up in second place. Tejay van Garderen will not be in third because that's Greg van Avermaet. I need to stop confusing the two of them. Greipel Valverde, Rodriguez, Mollema, Kittel, Nibali, and Horace to complete the top 10. But the main story of the day is that the yellow jersey did get dropped. However, there might not be any gaps because this is PCM. On the way for the first hilly stage of this Tour de France. I mean, we had one in London, or I say in the UK, but it wasn't much of a challenge. This one is a bit tougher. A stage that I believe Blaise Cadry won, or maybe he won the next one. Actually, yeah, he won, I think, tomorrow. But Tomblaine, Gérardmer La Moselaine. TJ has a -1. Greg, however, has a +5. I'm not saying that this stage really suits him because it doesn't, but with a +5, everything is possible in PCM, and Greg van Avermaet has been quite useful at proving that many things are possible. Right, we're in the Col de la Croix des Moines, and where's TJ? TJ, mate, can you like stay at the front? I ask you to stay at the front because I need you there, basically. So please proceed to come back because he's so gonna get dropped. He's so gonna get dropped. I can see it just like in flashing lights right now, or in blinding lights. But come on, son, do something. Who's pacing? Why are you even pacing? Where's Garmin? Who's your leader? Dan Martin? No, Tom Jelte Slagter. Well, that's the first. Oh, and Tom Jelte's gone. Wow. TJ, please come back. And as expected, we did get dropped because of bad positioning. So I guess it's comeback season, isn't it? Do you have anyone here? We've got Darwin Atapuma. Is Amel Monarch available? Yes. Go there. Go there. Alright. Comeback mission on the way. Come on. Come on. Surely there has to be some other big names being dropped here. I'm gonna guess, I mean, apart from Rui Costa, I'm not seeing anyone, but come on. Right, we've made it in the first group. Now we need to make sure that we can stay there. Amel, please fuck off. Thank you for your work. Very kind of you. Who's in the lead? Kwiatkowski, Tom Jelte Slagter. Okay. Christoph is the one chasing. Interesting. Greg is bringing TJ back, but we are losing energy. Energy that could be crucial towards a potential stage win. But right now, I'm much more focused about the GC hopes of TJ rather than anything else. I don't know why Velits is there. Velits is having a disaster class on this Tour de France. Attacks, Mollema, Romain Bardet, trying to chase down Kwiatkowski and Slagter. When the finish, I've completely bottled that stage. I wanted to let people know. I've had a disaster class throughout the entire stage, but it's fine. It's fine. It happens, right? Some of you were angry that I sometimes win often. Well, today and that day, TJ will most likely finish in the same time as everyone. Greg van Avermaet will finish like top 5 most likely, but nothing higher, as Alejandro Valverde wins today at the Monte de la Moselaine ahead of Vincenzo Nibali, Romain Bardet. Is TJ in the first group? Yes, he should be in the first group. I'm not expecting any gaps here. Please, come on, PCM. Don't be a dickhead. Don't do me like that. No gaps, right? Micah Contador, Pero, Chris Froome. Yeah, all of that. Come on, please put me in the same time. GC-wise, we have a new leader. Valverde takes the yellow jersey ahead of Vincenzo Nibali, and then Contador, Pero, Chris Froome, and Tejay van Garderen, both 10 seconds from the then 34-year-old Alejandro Valverde, not world champion yet, but already old. It's a tough stage today. Sadly, it should not create any gaps for the GC between Gérardmer and Mulhouse. 164 kilometers, +1 for Atapuma, +4 for TJ, and 0 for Greg van Avermaet, which is a bit of an L because I planned on sending Greg in the break. I mean, I still will do so. Don't get me wrong. But I'd hoped for maybe a better day for our Belgian friend. We'll also send, you know what? We'll send Peter Vellit in the break as well. Then a crash in the breakaway, Retolenstein and Reichenbach, big L for the riders from IAM. I've tried to go in the break, but I mean, clearly I can't. I feel like the peloton isn't really letting me go. Heyman, Bacolons, and Jesus Hernandez have also crashed. And it is the... Nope, it's not the end for Hernandez. But yeah, I don't know why the peloton doesn't want to let me go. I'm confused. I really am. Maxi Richese just keeps on pacing and pacing and pacing. And finally, it took some time, but we did made it back in the first group. Perfect. Okay. Velits. Protect Greg van Avermaet. And Greg, just try to hold on in that group as we are in the second cat of the day, the Côte des Cinq Châteaux. And soon we'll have the Côte de... Oh, Jesus. Geberschwer? Yeah, I guess so. Names in Alsace are tough, right? It's a mix of German and things. It's actually tougher than German, trust me. I don't really know what to make of this break and of this stage, actually, because they haven't really tried anything. Like, you can see that they genuinely don't give a shit about anything. And the peloton has seemed to care more than it usually does. Also, TJ, can you stop getting blocked by everyone? Man, you're being beaten by Mark Renshaw on a climb. Do you understand how peak that is? But yeah, them lot just now all attack. What's going on? What is going on? The AI in 2014 has taken a massive step back. It's like James Harden when he wants to shoot. It's like a double step back. Or at least the good thing about having a Greg in the break is that it will allow me to get the points for the sprint or the intermediate sprint that the other sprinters won't be able to compete for. Velits don't need to protect me for that. I don't want him to lose too much energy, knowing that he already doesn't have a lot. But come on, Greg, mate. Just, can you please overtake some of these Donnies? Lad, it's not that hard. Right, you can win bunch sprints, but you can't win a fucking IS. Fuck, Yukiya may move. Thank you, Yukiya. Alright, good. Plus 20 for him. Virtually in the lead. Come on. The peloton is being quite calm in the Markstein, which, I mean, still for now allows Greg to be in the first group, but I'm not sure he'll be able to hold on for much longer. The energy level is drastically low. So, yeah. I think even if I was to make the first cat, there's no way I'm making the third one. Unless them lot think about stopping at one point, which would make me extremely happy. But seeing how my energy is currently going, I highly doubt that this is the case. Wait, also, oh, hold up. The gap was 1:15. I decided to drop from the breakaway. The gap is now 3 minutes. Peloton, what are you playing at? Pierre Roland just crashed for Europcar, but he was already light years behind. Dries de Venance, though, he was in the top 20. He yeeted himself also on the floor. Wait, Greg! Greg! How did you get dropped? What? What happened? Wait, what? I was with Greg and TJ. How did you get dropped? Huh? I'm confused. I thoroughly hate this game. I managed to come back on the first group. And then what happens? I don't know. They just decide to drop. Fuck's sake, man. Rui Costa, please, for the love of God, Stop pacing. Chris Horner is not going to win the Tour de France. Final 5K of this very eventful stage, we'll say. Sylvain Chavanel will win. Will win in the streets of Mulhouse. Can we have a decent finishing position though with Greg van Avermaet? We shall see. We're trying to propel him in the best of positions. He is, as I said, currently wearing the green jersey thanks to the good result in Lautenbach at the IS. But if a podium could come our way, I would happily take it. Can we hold on for second or third? It will be third place. Bauke Mollema gets second. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Seeing how the race has gone, honestly, not bad. And I think we've dropped a couple of guys for the GC. No? We didn't. Alright, I'm completely hammered, but we move. Great win for Sylvain Chavanel today. I think he was by far the strongest in the breakaway. I'm not sure Greg had anything remotely close to try and hold on to the will of the Frenchman. But, I mean, IAM gets a win on the Tour de France. Love that from them. Greg gets third place. TJ gets 10th. GC-wise, nothing changes for the top 10. For the top 6, sorry. But Bauke Mollema goes from 55 to 49 seconds now with Alejandro Valverde. And obviously, Greg takes the green jersey of points leader. Here we are, the main mountain stage of this episode. I mean, actually, the only mountain stage of this episode between Mulhouse and La Planche des Belles Filles. And this is a big one. The first thing I have to do on this stage, or to remember, is that this isn't the 2021 parcours or the 2020 parcours. There is no extension of La Planche des Belles Filles, so I need to be careful on when I use my energy. But TJ has a +3 on the best of days. I mean, he had a +4 yesterday, and I think it kind of helped him not losing billion years. Sadly, the supporting cast today isn't as great as I would have hoped. Moinard with a +2 and Cher with a +2 will be the main two guys, as Velits, Stetina, and Atapuma are 3 mountain domestiques. All have negative race forms. We'll see how that goes, but I need to be extremely careful throughout the entire stage and not waste a single drop of energy, because it could be extremely costly in a stage where a lot of riders are going to lose the Tour de France. I got confused because, I mean, the rhythm was very low, so I put TJ at like 58 so that he could just not lose energy, and I figured he's at the back of the group, so I check and I see a white jersey. So first of all, I see Kwiatkowski, but mainly Bauke Mollema is in a chasing group. That is not something I thought I'd see. We've got the likes of Frank Schleck in the breakaway, Thomas Vauclair, who was in yesterday's break as well, Sylvain Chavanel, yesterday's winner. You've got Simon Yates, who's not good yet. Anyone else? Rui Costa? What a break. Romain Bardet? Jeez, okay. First mountain stage, and already a lot of decent riders in the breakaway. Alright, well, as soon as the road goes over, the peloton goes mad. So Danny Navarro and Thomas Vauclair, who are the 2 main race copies of the breakaway. I don't really think they're going to go very far in the break today, which is an L for them. I didn't want to use that much energy with TJ today. Or today, at least not now. I wanted to use my energy much later on in the stage. And no matter the result after today's stage, Greg van Avermaet will be the green jersey of the Tour de France, which is absolutely perfect. I mean, he'll be the green jersey come at the end of the episode. Sadly, he hasn't sealed the deal yet. But yeah, we're now starting the Col d'Oderen, I think. And who's in the lead? Danny Navarro, on his own, he's managed to get rid of Thomas Vauclair. And the peloton has decided to completely stop. Penultimate climb of the day. Col des Chevrères. Alright, TJ, make sure that you do not drop. Perfect. Who's leading? Nicolas Roche, Matteo Tosato, Yuri Trofimov, so Roche, obviously for El Pistolero, Alberto Contador, and I forgot who the other guys was. I think it was Trofimov. For obviously Purito Rodriguez. Where is Purito actually? Where is Purito Rodriguez? Let's take a look. He's there. He's already 2 minutes 40 down, so he needs to come back by 2 minutes 30 already on the main GC, guys. Tough start of the Tour de France for Purito, but he'll try everything as he always does, and then he'll most likely lose because of the time trial. As again, what Purito usually does, but we're nearing the toughest part of the Col des Chevrères, which is a very nice introduction to La Planche des Belles Filles. Velid still protecting TJ. Moinard still in the wheel of Tejay van Garderen, as Tanel Kangat is now the one putting the rhythm on. Roche, Costa, Scarponi, and Chris Horner in the wheel. Wait, wait, hold up. If Costa and Horner are there, then who are they raiding? Is Cunego here for Lamprey? I'm confused. The Lamprey tactics are really confusing. Tap by Chris Horner. But I mean, I guess I have my answer for who the leader is and what the tactic is. It's called attack and then proceed to die. It's a very famous move in the PCM world. Oh shit, Contador's gone. That's not something I expected. Contador, Vandenbroek, Valverde, Nibali are gone. Okay. I have been completely caught off guard. Yeah. Madaz. Interesting move. I'm just hoping that them lot will not relay each other. Which they don't, because Contador paces. 1 minute already for El Pistolero, and we've been blocked by Richie Port and them lot. Alright. Well then, I'm lucky that Sky had no one in the leading group as Chris Horner attacks again. Alberto Contador jumps in the wheel. Nibali, Valverde, Purito, Thibaut Pinot. Okay. Well, Chris, mate, if you want to do something, it appears to be now or never. Has he attacked? He hasn't. Alright. Let's just stay in this group. Jean-Christophe Perrault is going to die. Thibaut, not looking in the greatest of shape. On his home terrain, Chris Horner goes again. Fucking hell. The man is on a mission today. But TJ is also on a mission. I want to get the yellow jersey, and it comes with a win today at La Planche des Belles Filles. Christopher Froome still leading away in this group. Chris is strong. Chris, I can tell you right now, Christopher Froome is strong. Purito, Nibali, Valverde, Contador, Chris Froome, and Tejay van Garderen in this group. Behind, we've got a group of 4 riders with Kwiatkowski, Frank, Vandenbroek, and Aymar Zubeldia. What's happening in the group ahead? For now, nothing. We're going to catch Chris Horner as Valverde takes the lead of the group. Chris Horner has been co-op. One rider did crash. Chris Froome out of the running here in the final kilometer of La Planche des Belles Filles. 4 riders left. Alberto Contador is next one to crack. Vincenzo Nibali cracks. It's up to Valverde and Tejay van Garderen. Valverde has started his efforts, and he's going to absolutely murder Tejay van Garderen, who will manage to stay quite close to the Spaniard. But it's a win for Valverde ahead of Tejay van Garderen. Nibali and Chris Horner will be fighting. They'll be pushing their bikes to 3rd place. But this is a big move for the GC that Alejandro Valverde and Tejay van Garderen have made at the end of La Planche des Belles Filles. 50 seconds on Vincenzo Nibali, and probably a minute on Froome, Contador, much more on the rest of the GC contenders. Not a win, but a very, very important performance nonetheless for the leader of BMC. And at the end of this stage, it is Valverde that wins. I mean, it usually happens in the Tour de France or in a Grand Tour. Tejay van Garderen comes in 2nd place in the same time though as the Spaniard, as Vincenzo Nibali takes 3rd position. Froome loses 1 minute 4, Contador 1:13. The gap's already massive. I said at the beginning that some riders would lose the Tour de France. Well, I think we only have 5 riders able to win it now. I think from Mollema and below, no one can fight for the GC. Jean-Christophe Perrault was 3rd this morning at the start of the stage. He's now 4 minutes 45 behind Valverde. He retains the yellow and increases his lead on everyone. Tejay van Garderen is only 14 seconds behind the Spaniard. Speaking of Spaniard, we have one leading the mountain classification in Danny Navarro, the rider from Cofidis, leading Thomas Vauclair and Jens Voigt in 3rd position for the German of Trek Segafredo. Wait, what's it called? No, Trek Factory Racing, my bad at the time. Greg Van Aert, though, manages to get the green jersey for BMC. Comes the end of the episode as Michal Kwiatkowski is in white, fighting Pinot and Dumoulin for that jersey. Romain Bardet a bit behind. I think Dumoulin has the edge with the time trial, but mountain-wise, Thibaut is the best rider, so I'd be quite curious to see what happens in that classification. The best team at the end of the episode, though, is Astana. We've completely lost it, but it's fine. It's fine. Valverde was strong. Valverde was really strong on La Planche des Belles Filles. I actually expected the finish to be somewhat different. So That's probably why I didn't launch earlier. I'm not sure I would have won. I could have won. Actually, I probably could have won, but there wouldn't have been any gaps. It would have been like by just the length of a tire or something. But yeah, I thought there would be just like 50 more meters in the finish. There wasn't. And Valverde, the 34-year-old, takes the job ahead of the 25-year-old Tejay van Garderen. I mean, when we take a look at the stats, Valverde has +5 compared to me in the hills, which is mainly what matters on this terrain. So I can't really complain. We've dropped Nibali, we've dropped Frim, we've dropped Contador, who are very decent contenders. Now, after this, we are set in second place, 14 seconds behind Valverde. Halfway through this Tour de France, the next episode will have Besançon, Oyonnax for a hilly stage, followed by a sprint one between Bourg-en-Bresse and Saint-Etienne, a very boring stage because Saint-Etienne. But then Saint-Etienne gets some praise because Saint-Etienne-Champs is the first mountain stages in the Alps, 199 kilometers for a very steep climb of Champs, followed by Grenoble-Risoul, which is a finish we often see on the Dauphiné. It'll be quite good to see how the GC guys that got dropped today will react and how they will perform compared to Valverde, who looks absolutely untouchable in these early weeks or early days. And we'll finish the episode with a stage between Tallard and Nîmes. So yeah, 2 more episodes for this Golden TJ. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. No wins, but I think 3 podiums, if I'm correct. Oh, I could be completely wrong. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 podiums. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave a like down below. If you're new in here, then why not subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I shall catch you in the very near future. My name has been Blackwall. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Have a great one, and goodbye.